everyone, it's Holly. If you are new to my channel, I do a lot of homeschooling, motherhood, cooking, and travel videos. These are all things that bring me joy, and if you enjoy that sort of content also, I really hope that you would hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I've got a lot of great stuff coming up. Okay, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Can you believe it? I can't. I feel like the holidays all just crept up so quickly. But yes, Thanksgiving is coming up. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you ways I like to prep for Thanksgiving. And mainly if you are hosting. We have hosted Thanksgiving at our house for the past couple of years, and I have learned ways of just planning ahead, setting up things early, and this has really helped for the actual day of Thanksgiving to not have it be so overwhelming. Because face it, Thanksgiving can be a very overwhelming holiday to host in general. And if you have little kids, either a couple little kids or several little kids, it can be even more overwhelming as a busy parent. So come with me right now as I share with you some tips and tricks that I've learned over the years for planning ahead of time, prepping some things early on, so that way on Thanksgiving, you can just enjoy time with family and friends. So come and join me right now. One of the things that has become a fun tradition in our family is to do a lot of the food prepping. And we get everyone involved and we put together a lot of our sides. One of the sides that we make early on is sweet potato casserole. We'll just pop it in the oven the day of, and we make our stuffing early. You can either do it like a casserole or put it in your turkey the day of. Mashed potatoes is also a very time-consuming side to make if making from scratch. So make it the day before, stick it in the fridge, next day heat it up over the stove and just add a little milk to fluff it right up. I always make my rolls a day early and then just warm them up in the oven for a few minutes. Now, if you are wondering, how are we heating all this stuff up in the morning if we are cooking a turkey? Well, we have a big roasting pan for cooking our turkey in, and I highly recommend getting one of these if you do not have more than one oven. It works just like a crock pot and it makes a delicious moist turkey. I also make my cranberry sauce from scratch a couple days early. It can stay in the fridge for several days and still taste great. Also, all your pies and desserts should be made early on, and also those can go in the fridge and then sit out on the counter. Now, we do a Thanksgiving breakfast because we don't eat until about 2 or 3 o'clock for our Thanksgiving dinner. So I like to have something substantial. I make an egg, sausage, and cheese casserole that I make several days in advance and keep in the fridge and just cook it the day of. And then for our sweetbread, I actually cheat and go to the Honey Baked Ham store and get this delicious, moist blueberry coffee cake. It is so good. This breakfast combination also is great if you are hosting out-of-town guests, they are staying with you, and you want to provide them with a fun breakfast. Then there is the table setting that you can do early on, either the day before or several days early if you don't need your dining room table for anything, or even the area where you're planning on setting up an additional table. It's great to get this done early so you're not doing it the morning of, and you can have more fun with it rather than feeling rushed. Now, a big part of keeping things easy for me is using a lot of disposable things. All of the plates, silverware, and cups at this table are all disposable. I gotta be honest with you, I do not want to have a sink full of dishes after the meal is over. I mean, face it, we are already doing tons of dishes when we are making all the sides, making all the food in general. So it is not my favorite thing to have more dishes to do. Now, I realize that some people love to put out their best china, cloth napkins, and really do, I would say, probably a prettier spread than I do, a fancier spread most likely. But I have young kids, and usually the families that we host also have young kids. So I am more about making it easy than trying to impress. But look at this plate. It looks really nice, and it's not going to need to be washed later. I could just throw it away. I buy all my disposable plates, silverware, and cups at Costco, but they sell stuff like this in other stores as well. So take my advice. choice unless you have a maid or older kids that are going to do all the dishes, or even one of your guests that may volunteer to do dishes. I say make it easy and use a lot of disposable things as much as possible, because after the meal is over, I want to be able to enjoy time with friends or family, either playing games, eating pie, or just relaxing. I really don't want to have more work than I need. I actually use disposable pans as well for a lot of our sides and sometimes for serving the turkey on, because again, it saves a lot of time on having to clean up all those bowls and platters later. I buy a lot of different disposable pans at Dollar Tree. They have a whole bunch of shapes and sizes there. So anyhow, these are all the ways that I like to make my Thanksgiving Day easier. Prepping food ahead of time, setting up things early, and using as much disposable things as possible, because I want to be able to enjoy my day later. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that it gave you some ideas. If you have any ideas for making Thanksgiving Day easier, would you please put them in the comments below? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I hope that you are having a wonderful holiday season.